Okay, should be live. So, hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Dark Heresy. We haven't played in a while. Happy Easter and whatever. Hope you're enjoying your biblical apocalypse outside, but let's talk about the biblical apocalypse in this game. And with that, we need Viggy, the GM.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vicky, the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. When we at last left our heroes, riding along the Dune Sea, the warband took in the quiet beauty of Angel KZ-8 Gamma, everything from the rugged flora to the passing rocks herds in the distance. Staring silently into the distance, or chatting with the pilot of the Windrider Amik, the warband passed the travel time on their own way, until Lynn noticed a red-crested Saurian head peek over one of the dunes. What?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have even referred you. Go ahead.
Continue.
Where was I? Until Lynn noticed a red-crested Saurian head peek over one of the dunes. Warning the others, the warband took up defensive positions. Once readied, a group of Saurian riders burst forth from behind the dunes, racing to match the speed of the Windriders. They fired scavenger sails as they rode the Saurians in closer to bite with dagger-length teeth. With ice-cold discipline and pinpoint marksmanship, the acolytes were able to drive away the attackers, but one of the Saurians had fallen onto the Windrider, and the rider kicked off. Rosalina reached into the creature's mind and commanded it to sleep. Once the Saurian had been restrained against the mast of the Windrider, the warband had finally reached their destination, an ominous rock formation where the heat signature had been detected aboard the Watch Fortress. But it was not the geology of the place that drew the attention of the warband. It was the prefab base camp set up near the root of the rock formation. Rosalina and Abraxas snuck closer to the base camp, each taking out one of the guards at the front gates, rushing into the base with Werner and Lynn following close behind. Rosalina rushed to the center of the base, while Werner provided crowd control from the rear guard. Abraxas and Lynn covered the left and right flank, respectively, each leaving a trail of death in their wake. It was then that a strange woman in red, flowing robes exited the main hab unit, raising her hands into the air and reciting a litany of wrath against the invaders. No sooner had he done so than a horde of four-armed mutants came rushing out in a frenzy, piling in on Rosalina to tear her apart with their bone blades. Rosalina's blade work was barely enough to save her when a last bolt from the red-robed woman struck Rosalina in the side, but Werner and his faithful cybermastiff charged in to neutralize the threat. With the outpost secured, the red-robed woman was dragged into the main hab unit to be interrogated for any information she might have.
Man, Vicky makes me sound like a chump. I took out 4 of them. 5 of them.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess I had to get saved by a man.
I mean, you did take a lot of damage.
I took 3 damage.
No, that's after you healed. You went almost down to critical damage.
I'm fine. It's a flesh wound.
I'll bite your leg off.
Add that to the Ben counter.
Ben counter has been upped.
Alright,
well,
so all the men dispatched. I will meet up with the others so we can begin the interrogation.
Indeed. Rosalina, as you walk into the main hab unit, you can see that the red-robed woman has been dragged to the center of the room, sitting in a single chair against a table. Werner is leaning up against one of the cogitator banks. He's lighting a glow stick.
Actually, the woman has also been covered in water as he slowly begins testing the spark of his shot.
Oh my god.
Alright, Ben counter at 2.
Oh yeah.
Up the Ben counter.
Brutality incarnate. So, and he looks, as he kind of takes the glow stick out of his mouth, he looks to Rosalina and says, "Greetings, Inquisitor. About ready to get this party started?
And she's not going to say a word and just nod.
A little bit, don't worry. She's a traitor, so she's not really a person.
I'm fully aware.
So smile. This is going to be fun. You hear that, darling? It might help you knowing that we're going to enjoy this.
The woman still seems discombobulated, her head lolling back from side to side. The shock mall seems to have done a number on her. Well, actually, Warner just in general seems to have done a number on her.
And she even has a few bite marks on her leg.
Yeah.
Not from the dog.
Exactly. But like I said, it's fine. Like I said, she's not a person. And he'll say, I'm guessing that he has like, what is it called? Those little monitors on her to keep, and the concierge give me information on her heart rate and stuff.
If you
Do I have my interrogator kit?
Your what now?
My interrogation kit. I don't actually have it with me.
You
I
mean
have
your
one.
excruciator kit?
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah, I think, didn't you hand yours over to Werner? Or
No. I know I handed it over to somebody, so I'm not worried.
Alright, well, there is
I
one
think
in...
Tarbach was carrying it.
Right, there is one in place, so we know we have one. Alright, so the woman is sitting there, bruised and beaten, and currently drenched in water.
Inquisitor, if you'd like to take the lead.
I have other methods of interrogation. I want to see if yours yield any results first.
I was hoping you'd say that. And at this point, he's gonna smack her in the leg with the shock maul. All right, sunshine, wake up.
All right, let's see. I need for her to roll a toughness test. She does not have high toughness. Oh boy. Corn demands. She takes 1d5 fatigue. 2 fatigue. Alright. You jolt her awake as she seems to regain some semblance of awareness as she looks around. And for the first time, you can note that her eye color matches that of her hair and robes, i.e. blood red, as she looks around and focuses in on her surroundings.
Did you have a nice nap?
Hold on, I need to oppose that with a willpower. Let me see. What's your willpower bonus?
I think in the high 40s, but let me check.
5. Hers is 5 as well.
Mine is 57.
No, the willpower bonus
5.
is what matters. Yeah, hers is 5 as well. So she is going to spend a fate point to get an extra degree of success.
I'll spend one as well to make sure.
She spends another one.
Oh my god, are you really doing this?
I mean, it's really close. It's really coming down to fate points.
All right, fine. 2 fate points.
She spends 3.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Damn, who the hell am I been beating the hell out of?
Well, you're about to find out, but...
Screw that. I'm spending all of them right now. What's in her mind?
She spends her last fate point. Actually, it's not technically not a fate point. She spends her last infamy point.
She has
Yikes.
4?
She has 4.
Welcome to Black Crusade, where you can have 10 fate points. Yep, it's true.
Yeah, she's not even a high she doesn't even have that high of infamy.
This is a Black Crusade character. Oh, geez.
Yep,
Yeah.
this is the rewards of chaos, everybody. If you thought the Imperium was cool.
But you did take out all of her fate points.
And I'm just gonna just hold my eyes for a second.
As soon as you attempt to enter her mind, you can feel her blood-red eyes lock on yours, and she dares you to push further.
Oh, she can get it.
However, we are going to go back towards. This is a silent communication, even though there's no telepathic communication going on. However, that takes only a few seconds. As what was it that Werner said again?
Oh,
just for a quick reminder.
Oh, I asked her, did she have a nice nap?
She tries to stretch out her arms, but she finds that she is completely immobilized and says, "I have had better."
Good. Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions. And I don't think I need to explain what's going to happen if you don't answer them. Okay? Okay. So let's start with something simple. What is your name?
All right. This is going to be an interrogation test, and I am actually going to. I need to look at the modifiers for interrogation from the book, because.
Good, because I'm gonna go ahead and take Chief. I have a lot of those.
Yeah, I know. However, there is the specific thing that I was looking for is what her relationship of her situation. So let's see. Interrogation example modifiers. Subject has no reason to resist. Subject is terrified. Subject is frightened. Subject has a good reason to resist or sees herself as interrogator's equal. Subject feels she is better than the interrogator. Subject is confident of an impending rescue. Subject would suffer far worse from answering the questions than what the interrogator threatens. I believe
that is not a case. I'm going to go and tell you, Chief, that is not the case, and I am willing to go.
If she is chaos, nothing we can do could ever compare to what a chaos marine could do.
And
I say, ye of little faith.
Well, I believe she believes a bit harder than you. She is far more of a believer, in fact, as you might find out. All right, so that one gives you a -30. All right. So your final modifier is -30, and we will roll against her willpower.
Now, is that including my excruciator kit? What is it? Coordinated interrogation.
So what you do is you grab all of your pluses, and then you add, and once you have all of those, you then apply the -30.
So it ends up with a +10.
Yes. However, remember, Rosalina did just take out all of her fate points, so she can't re-roll this or add degrees of success or things like that. So she did just remove all of the fate points.
Yeah.
So here we go. You roll.
Oh my!
Oh, wow.
What did I tell you?
As she rolls a 1.
No, she did not. All right. So let's see. That is 4 degrees of failure for her? I believe so. Yes, it is. That means, I believe that means, let me double check, because I believe it is answers. Let's see. If the character wins the opposed test, he gets 1 answer for... Oh, it's your degrees of success. It's not her degrees of failure. Oh,
that's a lot.
That is 9 answers. How fitting.
Yeah, like she may have faith in the gods, but I have faith in the law. In fact, one could say that I am a living avatar of said law,
Indeed.
which could be summarized as I am the law.
Yeah, you could say that. All right. So, start. You were. The first question was, who is she?
What is your name?
I am Archpriestess Bahli Mercora, Herald of Mordineus.
I look to Rosalina and say, does that check out in any official Imperial credence? I doubt it, but better to ask.
Victor, what do I have to roll for this?
For this, that would be Forbidden Lore Inquisition, I believe.
I think I just bought a tick in that. Let me just make sure. Why did you move my character sheet?
Because I wanted to see what your Forbidden Lore Inquisition was.
I do not have.
You do have it. You get it for being an Inquisitor, I think. No, wait, no, I think you picked it for being an Inquisitor.
Oh.
So look at your player sheet. I think it's there. Yeah, it's there in Forbidden Lore.
Alrighty.
Also, I like that one of your skills is calling Tarvok a butt.
So what does that tell me?
Let's see. Yes, you do. So you recognize the name, but the name is not connected to. Well, it's not connected to whatever she is. The name you know of is Sister Bahli Mercora of. Let me actually check. Oh no, she's not a. That's right. I kept thinking she was Sororitas, but no, she's she used to be Ministorum.
Okay.
Let me see. Here we go. Ah, yes. She was of. Let's see. Sister Bahli Mercora was a missionary belonging to one of the myriad cults of Saint Castor the Obviate, revered by the Calixian ecclesiarchy as remover of obstacles and patron of truth. Whoever this is a far cry from that whoever that person used to be.
I'll relay that information to Warner.
All right. So it checks out.
Well, it checks out in the sense that the name she gave is of a person that exists.
Indeed. And so he'll say, all right, who are your masters? Who do you serve?
Hold on, I'm just going to type out her name into chat in case anyone wants to know how it is written, and I'll type out the whole thing. There you go.
Let's see. Art. Indeed. And all right. So I'll ask again. Who do you serve?
I serve Lord Mordineus.
Can I roll Inquisition for that name as well?
Yes, you can. Ooh. Not so much. There are multiple things that can be rolled for this. Mob, I'm gonna check real quick if you have the
Which
you can roll for either Forbidden Lore Heretics or Forbidden Lore Inquisition.
I'm I'm gonna go with heretics, and I'm gonna fate point auto succeed with my 6 degrees.
Alrighty then. So I take it that you're in the room as well.
Yes, I would be.
All right,
I
let
would
me
be looking rather passively over the scene. Torture is nothing I'm not familiar with. In fact, this is rather mundane. I've seen aliens tortured.
Yeah, and you can do nasty stuff to alien physiology. Ugh.
Ooh, I want to try that.
They have many orifices.
I want to
Yeesh.
try. I should join the Order of Xenos.
It's rather quite interesting. They also have a few extra organs.
All right.
They're not necessary for them to make it through the interrogation anyway.
I mean, I've read the Dawn of War books. I know how to do this. But anyway,
Anyway,
so Mordenaeus.
Mordenaeus. So, Mordenaeus is a member of the Black Legion. He would, in fact, fit the description of the individual that Rosalina saw on Aventine. So, there you go. He is a rather low-level member of the Black Legion. In fact, there is very little that has brought him to infamy among that wretched legion.
I'm assuming Lynn says this all in character.
Pretty much.
Yes. Yes, I do. I would actually, again, do it in a far more verbose way with much more jargon.
Indeed.
I'm just going to look back at her and just say, heretics, one and all.
You know, they say he's a traitor. They say they're traitor angel. Sounds like a snake needing to be stepped on.
Okay. Even I can't read from that one.
But
look back and look at her and just say, where are they now?
You just missed them. They were here moments ago before they descended.
So where? And at this point, he's gonna put a bullet in her kneecap.
Oh, you sure about that, Chief?
A stun round.
Right. She needs to roll another toughness then. Oh yeah, she also was subject to... Yeah, she did not make that. So she gets 1 point of fatigue just for the interrogation test roll, because I think... Yeah, that's that thing. And then she gets another point of fatigue from the stun round.
So she's probably getting a little bit, what's it called?
Woozy? Yes.
Yeah, well, like she probably has less chance resisting anything.
I believe her everything but perception, willpower, and fellowship is currently halved.
And you know what? Just to be even worse, I'm going to inject her with stim.
That removes all fatigue.
You don't get to sleep through this.
Hold on. Well, she hasn't dropped or anything, so you might want to save that.
I'm going to hold my hand up for you to stop it.
Yeah, might want to wait until, she falls unconscious or something.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Right. Don't worry. You have the means.
All right. So he'll look to the Rosalina to ask if you want to... Alex, I guess I'll ask. Descend into where, sunshine?
The mines that we found.
What did you find?
Well, you will have to ask him for that. They left me here.
Why did they leave you here?
To make sure that everything went to plan.
You really screwed that one up, didn't you?
You could say that.
She's stalling us.
She is. And I say, where's the entrance to the mine?
It's a bit further behind this outpost. I'm sure you'll be able to find it from all the mining equipment.
Don't get smart with me.
She grins.
All right.
Lynn's gonna tilt her head at that comment, a little confused.
All right. Well, she giving me a toothy grin.
In fact, yes, it is a toothy grin. However, upon closer inspection, you note that her canines seem elongated.
Oh, good. I'm going to take one.
Oh, snap. She needs to roll a toughness test for that.
Grim. Hey.
And a point of fatigue.
Now. And I say, any other questions, Rosalina?
Why do you serve them?
They showed me the Eightfold Path.
The lies. You
It is
turned-
nothing but the truth.
And at that, I'm going to draw my sword. And I'm going to try once more to dig into her mind.
Alrighty.
So I want to see what's on her mind when she says that.
I'm going to use her strong-minded to re-roll that.
Jesus Christ, this woman. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, she can resist.
Wait, hasn't the fatigue halved her willpower by now?
No, because she is only at 5 fatigue, which means it hasn't eclipsed her willpower bonus yet. But there's a problem with that, because as soon as you eclipse her willpower bonus, she goes unconscious.
Damn, she's like the perfect organism for defense, mental defense.
Yeah, it's almost like she has been. It's almost like she's been gifted that way.
Yeah, she's still broke though.
I mean, she did.
This little cur's getting on my
Let
nerves.
me give you a little. Let me give Rosalina a slight bit of extra flavor to what she's doing. So, Rosalina, twice now, you have attempted to break through the mental barrier that is this woman's psyche, and twice she has rebuffed you. You do note that there is nothing inherently psychic about her. However, she seems to have some sort of mental ward put into place. Not something that she did. You can feel the texture of it upon her mind. Someone has manipulated this woman's mind.
Your mind isn't your own. What did they do to you?
Say that again? I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Your mind is not your own.
My mind is my own, but it has been protected.
What did this to you?
He did. The wraith.
And I'm gonna look towards Lynn and look towards Warner.
I will make a lore heretics.
Indeed.
Don't I get a bonus to these? No, I don't think so.
Do you have the, what's it called?
Lexographer, but there's no available stuff.
All right. Right. No, I was rather talking about the. Oh no, you don't have that one. The bionic upgrade that you can get bonuses to.
Lynn does not do bionic.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
The flesh is in fact not weak. The flesh is perfect.
Interesting. How very ideologically opposed to the Mechanicus. So, Lynn, as you recall a good chunk of information, you recognize that Rosalina has described this individual to you before, and you've done some preliminary research on that individual. The individual has been classified as Killian Abel, a minor warp dabbler who has eluded Imperial authorities. He fancies himself a seer, but he has a mixed record on that.
A seer. But he's not an Astartes, he's a mortal man.
At one point, he probably used to be, but considering what he is now, he's something different.
Okay. I'm gonna translate all this to Rosalina. I just feel like he's been mutated past a mortal form.
Lynn,
Yes.
do you have any more questions for this? And I'm gonna put my sword up to her chin. And just
Up to my chin?
No, up to her chin.
Oh, okay.
Phew.
And I'm just gonna let the blood, like, drip onto my blade.
No. I think you and the Arbite handled it just fine.
Warner?
I mean, he ponders for a moment and says, I'm good.
You're still not out of answers.
How many more do we have left?
I believe you have 3 left. You've asked 6 substantive questions.
Oh, here's a thing. How many more of your outposts like this are there on this planet?
On this planet, none.
Oh,
This
we
is
should
the
also
only
ask.
one.
Sorry. So, we should also ask her where the if already, where they translated here, where the portal that got them here is.
That's a good question. By what means did you arrive on this planet?
I don't know. We know by what
Underneath the
means.
water.
Where did they arrive? Is what I want to ask.
Right. That's fair. You'll have to be more specific. We took a multitude of portals to get here.
Where is the portal on this world?
It is close enough to here. It manifested inside one of the caves, but it has been a long journey to get here from St. Anard's Penance.
That was the chapel in Aventine, right?
No.
That was the obsidian rock or something like that.
Funnily enough, both Lynn and Werner can roll for me Common Lore Adeptus Arbites for this one. Nice roll.
Not so much. I fell asleep during school.
Well, weren't exactly paying attention during your penal colony listings. However,
Whereas attention is all I pay.
Yeah. Attention is your currency. So, Lynn, that name she mentions sparks a note of interest, as she just mentioned a penal colony from the Calixis sector.
I'll go ahead and say that that is a penal colony. And the next, oh no, I'm sorry, Calixis sector is actually like multiple sectors over. I'm just going to say Calixis sector.
It is, I believe, 1 sector over, I think.
It's more than that, I think.
Let me check. There's a map in the core book.
You say that, but I've looked at it. I know it's right now. I know that Calixis and the Coronus expands right next to each other.
I believe these two are also next to each other. Let me see. Here is the map. Where is the Imperium map? What the? Oh, wait. I went past it. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, right. It is... my bad. It is 2 sectors across, because you can either head through Scarus or Ixaniad, and those two separate Calixis and Ascalon. My bad. So Calixis is 2 sectors away from Ascalon. Good to know.
Yep. So, in summation, Victor, would you say that as right or as always, I was right?
For now.
All right, so
Wait, at this point, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Alexa.
no, go ahead.
Say, Calixis sector. How the hell did you sneak that under Gorman's nose?
Well, there is actually, I forgot in a very, very crucial point to make, a little tidbit of lore that Lynn definitely mentions. And that is the fact that about a decade ago, around 89, the entire penal colony disappeared. And if someone were to mention that things disappear all the time, Lynn corrects you by saying that the entire planet disappeared.
This is correct. I do this.
What? What do you mean? Look to Lynn. What do you mean the whole planet disappeared? Planets don't just disappear out
The
of
less
nowhere.
you know,
Wait,
Warner, the better.
I'm actually going to start listing like non-classified anomalies that have caused planets to disappear, ranging, them getting hit by asteroids and causing them to break up, to like, like getting swallowed up. Yeah, black holes, random anomalies, just like warp storms eating them. And I'm gonna I'm not saying that I'm gonna list it like the possibilities. I mean I'm gonna list like specific accounts.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep doing it until you stop me.
So, someone is going to have to interrupt Lynn because she will not stop.
As she's babbling, I actually fire a shotgun shell in the air to shut her up. All right, I get it.
It didn't disappear. The woman speaks.
Explain.
It was taken.
Go on. And I'm going to pressure the sword against her throat.
It was taken by Lord Mordeneus when he showed me the truth.
And its return? Was that planned too?
It never returned. It is still stuck within the Screaming Vortex.
Lynn?
I'm sorry.
Can you confirm what she said?
Yes. Let me go. What would that lore be?
That would be Forbidden Lore Inquisition.
Oh.
I'll nod at you.
Let me see.
So this planet disappeared then. Okay. So I'm just going to look back at her.
Do you mind actually if I give... Let me see.
My life? Not for honor, but for you?
No, not exactly. It was more of... Where was the... here we go. Do you mind if I just straight up, because Mope did roll insanely well on her lore test, that requires book lore. So, let's see. The Screaming Vortex is one of the zones within the region known as the Great Warp Storms. It takes the form of a vast seething cauldron of imperial energies, which, while not large, are every bit as intense as those spewing forth from the Eye of Terror, the Maelstrom, or any other such warp/real space overlap. As a warp storm, the Screaming Vortex is a region of space beset by the unreal forces of the warp, where the thin skein between reality and that impossible dimension has been torn viciously asunder. A volume of space far larger than the average imperial sector is to all intents and purposes cut adrift from the physical universe, the laws of nature no longer applying within. Beyond the boundaries of the Screaming Vortex, the ruinous powers hold sway, and for a mortal to even contemplate crossing into its weirdling energies is insanity of the very worst kind. The interior of the vortex cannot be described in terms that even the greatest mortal mind could comprehend, and so descriptions are largely limited to the world on its verges, and when describing those places further in, to allegory and myth. The Screaming Vortex is named because the ebb and flow of its tides are accompanied by concomitant wailing. I think that means never-ending. Audible to psychers and sorcerers. The most gifted of psychers can hear the ceaseless discordant wailing that emanates from the vortex from dozens, sometimes hundreds of light years away, their dreams haunted by once beautiful faces turned ashen by fear, and shrill, plaintive screams for mercy. The closer those of those gifted to the psychic art travel to the Screaming Vortex, the louder and more desperate the screaming becomes. Soon, it is not only in his dreams, but in his every waking hour that the psyker hears the wailing, and most are driven to very brink of sanity by the experience. On occasion, such as when the tides of the Gibbous Warp storm wax, the screams are so loud that even those born without the power of the psyker can hear them, scratching at the edge of their sanity and seeming to beg them for mercy that none have power to grant. Right. So it is a thing that has been documented by the Inquisition.
Quite.
Though Lynn does note that the Inquisition itself doesn't actually have any information officially on the interior of the Screaming Vortex, as it is madness to even attempt to gather anything like that.
Do we have any other questions for this girl?
Nope, I'm ready to get rid of her on your command.
Do you want to attempt one last time, Rosalina?
I'm just going to say, in my mind, I will break you.
Right. If this is slightly out of character, if you want to get past the wards that have been put into place, you are going to have to push.
Alright, how much do I have to push? Because I'm already casting at 4.
Yeah, you will only be required to push 1
So 5.
in order to break through.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, you made it. However, we are going to have to resolve. Let's see. We're going to have to resolve the psychic phenomena. Hold on. I am going to give her a minus on this, because you are getting through the ward that's in her brain. She's going to reroll with her strong-minded with the minus again. And she fails.
Finally!
Let's see. However, we need to resolve the psychic phenomena. Let me see. When you are bound and you push, there is no extra for rolling doubles. Okay, as when you're bound, it is just D100 for psychic phenomena.
Alright, let's do this.
Uh-oh. 81. That is Perils of the Warp. Oh boy. Roll a D100 for me.
Hey babe, do this absolutely dumb thing.
Well,
Oh my god.
Victor!
It's the end of the world.
don't worry. Don't worry. I wasn't actually going to have her roll anything perils related. I just needed her to roll on the perils table. I've got something prepared for this.
And here I thought we were going to get a special guest from my friends for Easter.
Don't worry. This is different. This is something, a phenomena that has been already prepared. So...
Oh, so you just wanted me to fail.
You didn't fail. You succeeded. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Shut up. Continue.
So, as Rosalina manages to break through the mental conditioning that has been set up in Sister Mercora's mind, she can see that that a grin splits Mercora's face in a sort of a gotcha moment. And as you manage to penetrate into Mercora's psyche, you feel you were able to find what she was hiding, and it is a memory. You see, standing before you through Mercora's eyes, the hovering wraith-like figure, and flanked by the huge form of the traitor legionary standing by her side, as they talk to her.
What are
We are
they
leaving you.
Okay.
We are leaving you behind. Make sure that the red-headed woman does not catch us. He looks over to the wraith figure, who replies, Indeed. We will have something specific prepared for her. Do not worry. The gods will have mercy on your soul and return you to us once we're done. This will only affect you minimally. And as the memory, and as you blink, you can see that a yawning abyss opens up below your feet and swallows the two of you whole as you fall into an endless chasm of darkness. As Rosalina and Mercora fall, she feels a slight tugging on her soul as she is cut adrift from Sister Mercora. But the falling sensation is soon cut loose as she impacts on a plane of sand.
What in the Emperor's name is this?
As soon as Rosalina is able to regain her feet and looks around, she can hear strange sounds echoing from all around her. And as she looks around, she can see the empty dune sea as it stretches into the infinite all around her. But that is not the strangest thing. As she looks up into the starry sky, she can see upside-down pyramidal structures catching the last rays of sunlight, if it can be called that, as they glow with a brilliant aura all around.
Stay calm. Breathe. I'm gonna reach to see if I have my sword still on my side.
As you check your person to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be, you notice that, yes, all of your equipment and other gear that you remembered having on you is still there. Your body parts in the same place they should be. However, while you are busy looking yourself over, a voice echoes from all around you. You hear, "You certainly took your time."
Who's there?
Right behind you.
And I'll spin and turn, draw my blade.
As soon as you turn around, you were pretty damn sure that the figure wasn't standing there before. But you recognize the size and physiology belonging to that of one of the Astartes. However, he looks smaller because he is out of his armor, dressed in a simple cream-colored toga, and he carries in his left hand a thick tome with strange sigils scrawled upon it. His head is bald, his features unblemished and seemingly young, but it is his eyes that catch you as they display a depth of sadness that seems as depthless as the voided stars above you.
I'm just going to stare at him for a second. He is the traitor Astartes, right?
That is difficult to tell. Out of his armor, he does not have any legion markings on him.
Who are you?
As soon as you ask the question, a name comes to your mind. And you somehow know that his name is Virgil. Or rather, that is what he is. He replies by saying, well, you already know who I am, in the same way that I know you are Lady Roslas.
Don't you mean Lockwood?
That is your name, but it is not who you are. You know who I am, or rather, what I am.
Wait, don't you mean instead of Roseless, you mean Lockwood?
He said what he said.
Oh, and I'm just going to be like, what? It was a code name.
It is who you are. In here, the great ocean, names lose meaning. It is who we are that represents us.
No. My name is everything.
As you say. However, you seem to find yourself in a bit of a predicament, and I would wish to assist you.
What legion do you belong to? Chapter.
I was once of the Corvidae, but I am no longer of that brotherhood.
Corvidae. 1,000 Suns? You're a traitor.
If you believe so, look upon me and know that I never betrayed anyone.
And what do you want with me?
There is great change coming to the galaxy, and I have seen that you will be at the fulcrum of that change. I have long ago lost my chance to make a difference, but if I can assist you, then perhaps I can redeem some of my guilt.
And why should I trust you, traitor?
Say that again?
Why should I trust you, traitor?
You shouldn't.
Is he unarmed? Like, quite literally, no sidearm, no
He-
nothing?
He has no weapon. He has nothing on him aside from that tome.
The book there. What is it?
It is a representation of my curiosity, of my quest, my need to gather forbidden lore, though it has become quite useless to me in this ephemeral realm. He opens the book and flips through it, and you note that there's nothing written in it. However, as soon as he closes it back down, you can see on the cover there is a raven with a blood drop on it as he puts the book back to his side.
I'm just gonna study him for a second, and I'm gonna roll scrutiny on him. Because if one thing has taught me anything, it's that I don't trust anything. Nah, never mind. I trust this dude. Jokes aside, he does have to roll against it.
That is true. Let me just roll deceive real quick. Here it is. And... well, he failed. He doesn't have deceive. He, well, look as you might, he does not seem to be bluffing in any sense.
This realm, where we are.
You swim the great ocean. You find yourself in a calm patch. However, there is great turbulence ahead. And if you wish to not get swept up in the tides, then you must leave, and quickly.
How would one do that?
You could follow me if you wish to unravel the maze that my brother's witchling has built for you.
I'm gonna reach for something in my pocket and essentially just rub on a gem that I have on me.
Rub a what, sorry?
A small gem.
You do, and it is there, and it feels warm to the touch.
Fine.
Then please, follow me, as he turns around and starts walking across the sand. You note that he doesn't leave any tracks behind as he walks.
I'm gonna look to see if I do.
You look, as soon as you look, you see that you start making tracks. However, you had started walking slightly previously, and you had made none until you looked.
What is this? What is all of this? And I'm gonna shake my head and...
As soon as you said, "What is?" and he starts talking ahead of you, saying, "This place, it is a place where allegory and myth meets, and your will upon this place means more than anything else."
And inside my, like, just in my thoughts, I'm just gonna say, this place could heal Riza.
Can you move the mic slightly closer? You keep cutting out.
Sorry, it's probably just picking up the wrong microphone, so I do apologize. But
Right.
I'm going to say, this place, like, in my head, not out loud, this place could heal Riza then.
If the Astartes picked up on any of that, he makes no comment.
I'm gonna
So-
follow just far enough away that I know if he turned and darted towards me, I could still react.
Right.
So Starties are very, very, very fast.
They are.
Maintaining that social distancing.
Yeah.
Keep at least 6 feet apart.
Well, actually, a lot more than that. Look,
Yeah,
I fought witches. Starties
Well,
scare me.
if you wanted to metagame it, you would be at least 3 meters away from him, because that means he is inside your charge distance.
Yeah. I'm staying far enough away from him that I can still follow him.
Right. As you walk, time seems to lose. The passage of time seems to lose all meaning, whether years pass, decades, or centuries. It is quite impossible to tell, but you note there comes a slight change in the scenery all around. As soon popping up like naked trees, you can see intricately carved wooden doors standing on their lonesome without any walls to support them. But the Astartes seems to ignore these as he walks past them.
What is this?
They are ways, entrances to different parts of the great ocean. They can lead you to false ends, to infinite loops that could take an eternity to escape from. But then again, you have endless eternities to work with in here. That is the problem. But I know which one leads you back.
Why are you helping me? What is your real purpose in all of this?
He stops, but he doesn't turn around, and he says, My purpose was long ago lost. It used to be to conquer the galaxy for all of humanity. Now, I swim the great ocean, hoping to influence what little I can. I don't think I answered one of your questions. Wasn't it the why is he helping you?
Yeah.
He pauses, but this time he does turn around again and says, I am helping you because I've seen the schemes of my brothers. And there is a fulcrum point which must be swayed. And I believe you are the one who will sway it.
And why is that?
It is difficult to tell. The future is, of course, uncertain, undecided. As soon as we look upon it, it changes for the fact that we looked, and everything else becomes blurred. Make no mistake, the fact that I was waiting for you should give some credence to my scrying ability.
Or that this is an elaborate ambush.
That too. However, as you see, you have been deposited in a quite remote place.
Separate from my team? Proper reinforcements?
Or rather, your physical body is exactly where you left it. Your psychic essence was forcefully rejected, or ejected, rather.
That's an impossibility.
In this place, nothing is impossible.
And I'm actually going to think to the moment when it happened before, during the Crimson incident.
That one was slightly different. You weren't, plunging your psyche into the warp. That was just you going into Crimson's head.
Yeah, but still.
It's similar-ish, but you can you can do the other thing. This thing sounds quite extreme. So, as you walk along, Virgil stops before an impressive, heavy wooden door, carved with a picture of a heroic figure stabbing into a gigantic serpent.
That's a carving of Sanguinius, isn't it?
Not
Or the
quite.
Emperor.
As you look upon it, you do in fact know that yes, it is a representation of the Emperor.
I'll take solace in this at least.
And here we are, your way back. However, before you go, I wish to warn you.
About what?
Your stay here might have changed some things, set currents into motion that I might not be able to predict. However, there is an event that has reverberated already through the warp, and every seer that has had the strength of will to not lose their minds to it will see it coming. My brother, the War Master, Ezekiel will rip the eye open, the gate will fall, and the Imperium will be torn in twain.
I'm gonna grip my sword really hard and just say, the Emperor will protect, as he has done.
I have no doubt about that. However, you will have to play your part. The events themselves cannot be stopped. They have already happened. However, it is how you respond to them that will make all the difference.
I have faith.
Virgil gives... go ahead.
Why don't you leave?
I am no longer of the physical realm. I am something different now.
I'm gonna release the grip on my sword for a moment and just say, you are a strange one.
I can accept that. Virgil puts his hand on the heavy wooden door and pushes it slightly open as he looks at you and says, my brother Mordeneus wishes to use that cataclysmic event to his own nefarious plans. If you are able to follow him and stop him, I believe it might just sway one... it might... hold on, let me rephrase that. It might reclaim a small level... a slight sliver of my purpose back. And he opens the heavy door, and you can see what appears to be a blinding light through it.
Is it gold?
No, it is blinding white.
I don't trust it. I'm just gonna stand there and stare at him for a moment. And I'm gonna look out within the ether itself.
The path is laid before you, Lady Roseless. Now, let's see if you have the strength to follow it.
One more question before I go.
He nods.
You chose to come here, didn't you?
Of what little choice I have. That's a roundabout way of him saying yes.
I am gonna take a huge risk. I'm gonna take something off of me. A small necklace. A gold necklace with an aquila on it. I'm gonna wrap it in my hand and offer my hand for a handshake.
He accepts it. His hand feels... It doesn't feel entirely corporeal, more like a heat sensation that wraps around yours.
The Emperor protects. Even here.
I know.
And I'm gonna give him the golden aquila.
He holds on to it as he examines it closely.
And I'm gonna turn and walk through the portal.
And as you do, your essence is your image, rather, slowly evaporates in the blinding light. And as you open your eyes, you find yourself laying down on the Hab unit floor. The floor is incredibly cold to the touch, but you see the acolytes standing above you. To anyone that is examining Rosalina, there is, let's see, there is blood, slight strands of blood leaking from her nose and ears. Let's say eyes too, just to throw it in there.
So how long has passed from the time she passed out to
less than 5 minutes?
Okay, well the chick on the ground's her head's bashed in. The other one.
Right. Yes, she is. She passed out along with Rosalina, and she is completely dead now.
What is... And I'm gonna reach out with my Sinisians.
I need Rosalina also to roll 2 willpower tests.
Any bonuses?
No bonuses.
Oh, not even my base abilities?
Base abilities?
Yeah, I got a few of them that help with this. What kind of test is it?
It's not fear, I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay, then I have none.
First one succeeded. Second one also succeeded. You're fine. Well, I'll give you 1 point of each, just in case. So it's 1 insanity and 1 corruption.
Uh-oh, I'm at 45.
It's not that bad.
And 44. 444.
That's
Why did you change mine, Victor?
I didn't change it.
I saw that.
I just had it open, so I thought I'd do it for you.
Alright. Things aside, I'm gonna quickly wipe the blood from my face and just look at Lynn and Warner and just be like, I am fine. I just have a headache.
I'm gonna tilt my head at you and just kind of be like, I'm gonna evaluate you. Let me make a perception.
Awareness or scrutiny?
Yeah.
Just yep.
Alright.
No, I'm getting to it. Yeah, you seem fine to me.
What about the awareness?
Oh, I thought it was either or.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
you're
you
doing
can-
both. One for me lying, one for me, well,
Well,
my condition.
one is just an examination. The other is, well, seeing if she was actually telling the truth.
All right, so let's do the other one for if she's It's on the same roll, so I'm just gonna.
All right.
No, I don't notice either.
I would say there
No.
would be a +10 to that for all the blood leaking out of my face.
Well,
Well, we can say I noticed it, but I'm still gonna think better of questioning you and be like, "All right."
it is, well, Lynn, as you, examine her, it seems that, it, for failing just by 1 on the roll, which is just 1 degree of failure, you notice that, well, what Rosalina is saying and her appearance, at least on the surface, doesn't quite line up. But if Rosalina says that she's fine, well, then she's fine.
I'm gonna quickly, turn away against the wall and walk out for just a moment, and then just start cleaning my face up. Also, do I feel the same heat when I touch my face? Actually, there's a question. Do I feel my face?
Yes, you do. You do feel your face. But you shouldn't be touching it because you might spread COVID-19.
This Victor leads to me getting demonetized. Yes, even for saying it. Anyway, I'm going to just start wiping and looking towards everything and just finally walk back into the room. Good job, Warner.
Much appreciated. How you feeling, boss? As he kind of puts his hand on your head to kind of turn it sideways, like left and right, kind of like a doctor or a dentist does.
You're gonna see me give a quiet but concerned look over to him.
She's gonna quickly grab her sword and almost half draw it. And almost panic for a second. I'm good. Mm-hmm. And she's gonna put the sword back into its sheath.
So what happened? You just get tired, or?
Her mind was strong. Stronger than I realized.
Yeah, well, her buddy sure wasn't.
Perhaps more traditional means were needed. We have their location, and we have a craft to bring us over there. Abraxas, can you get one of these things going? Abraxas? Wait. Oh, he did say BRB.
Oh, yeah. All right. Whoops.
Okay. So, I'm gonna head over to one of these crafts. And, yeah, I'll roll to see if I can get it to work.
All right. Let's see if you can activate it.
Just the techius?
No, operate Aeronautica.
Oh, okay.
I'll even give you a +10.
Yee.
Nice. Yes. You are able to... Wait, that just says operate?
Yeah, it was the Aeronautica one. It doesn't matter. I have 2 ticks in all of them.
All right. Okay. Just checking, because it is... Let me roll something. Strange. It does say void ship.
Weird. Does it say that for the other one? What about Stellar? Yeah. Huh.
Navigate. Let me see. Operate surface. Yeah, shows up as well.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on
Aeronautica. Strange.
Yeah. All right.
Oh well, always learning something.
Lynn, Abraxas, Warner, I can get the craft working.
Fair enough. Actually, what happened? Speaking of craft, what happened to our sky ship, sand ship?
The Wind Rider?
That thing.
Oh, that thing is still waiting outside the outpost. Amik is actually Amik and what's her face? Aubrey, Brave Crossing, are both waiting at the Wind Rider for you to return.
How many people can this thing transport? Can it transport?
Yes, you can squeeze about 5 people in there. That is 5 and the pilot.
Warner, inform Aubrey and our guide and our new pet of our plans. Tell them to wait in this base.
Is that wise? To leave them here by themselves?
We have no time to waste.
He nods and kind of picks up his shield and collects his gear and says, "By your orders."
Aubrey will fly with us.
And the woman and the pet stay here?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to head out and grab them, kind of entering their field of view with the words, saddle up, sweethearts. We got a mission to go on.
Alrighty, so let's see. As soon as you tell Aubrey about this, you can see her running along the road in her armor.
I'm going to tell, as she's doing, I'm going to say, double time it, keep those knees up.
Just imagining a hospitaler running like doing high knees now.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does anybody need healing prior to this?
I think you're the only one who got healed last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think everyone else looks fully healed. Yes, they do.
All right.
All right. Actually, let's start piling people in. Whoop. 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 And whoop.
Okay, good. We're just hanging White out of the back of it. White's Drax's or Drax.
Wait. It's like what Bozcat said. I'm gonna hang you from the mech pole and let you wave around like a little flag.
Yeah, now that you mention it, let's go ahead and just there we
go. Okay.
Can I just sit on the tail with my gun out?
Witness me.
Witness me, blood bags. Watch out for. Oh yeah. By the way, let's just make sure we do not. God, what's that quote? Not summon the snake.
Lynn, can you give me the exact coordinates?
Yes. And I'll immediately forward them to your console.
All right.
And I'll start typing them into the onboard computer. And then I'll finally plug the damn thing into myself.
Yeah, actually, I need to check something, because I think I've been forgetting something.
How bad is the kick from this thing's machine spirit?
This thing, ordinary as all get. Ordinary as a Grox, we should say.
More like Warnery, am I right?
Good jokes. Good jokes were had by all. Let me see. Your MIU is... here it is. The Mind Impulse unit. Let's see. Found it. Common models impose no modifiers to machine spirit communication and add a +10 bonus to tech use or operate tests used in conjunction with devices capable of MIU linking.
Which all Navy vessels are.
Yes.
Because all of them plug into their pilots.
Yeah, I don't think I've been giving you the +10, but I don't think it mattered for any of your crashes. Just saying.
Don't worry, I am I am well versed in the art of taking down airplanes with me in them.
Indeed, you're even better at walking away. All right, so as you start the engines and are able to VTOL your way up above the base, let me just see. Whoop. You can fly all the way to the base of that rocky outcropping. It is, in fact, almost directly behind that outpost that I mentioned. In fact, you could see it before, and to say that the flight time is about a minute is is slightly overstating it.
What
So, like-
weaponry does this thing have?
None.
Damn.
It appears to be a civilian craft.
Damn civilians not knowing how to arm their vehicles properly.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it easy for me to
proper hive world etiquette.
no. Hey, it makes it easier for me to come and step on them.
Anyway, do I need to roll to land this craft?
You know what? I'll give you a plus 30 on that one because this thing is fairly easy. Good thing I gave you that plus 30.
I'm imagining, like, the second I go to land it, that's when its machine spirit kicks in me. So you're not the right pilot.
You're not the boss of me now.
And I'll still
All right.
land with a bit of a bounce as the gears went down into the sand.
Indeed. The landing is slightly rough, but the passengers and the craft itself are no worse for wear. And you dismount. As you look around, you can see the dust blowing about in the wind, and there seems to be a mix of... Actually, no. I'm going to ignore the top level stuff. As you look around, you can see slightly behind you, between you and between this rocky outcropping and the outpost that you just left, there seems to be something burnt in some sort of circle burnt into the rock nearby.
I'm going to guess that that lines up with the coordinate.
Indeed it does. It aligns almost perfectly.
Right.
So you seem to have found the exit that they came from.
Quite. Well, I'm not
However, the
Lynn.
woman didn't... Oh, go ahead.
Len, I want you to mark these exact coordinates.
they're the ones that match the ones we had before, right?
Well, for the portal, that's what we're looking at, right?
Yes, they line up with the heat signature that you were able to spot aboard the Watch Fortress.
I'll note a confirmation.
When we get back aboard the watch station, we shall issue an orbital bombardment of this entire area.
Understood.
I'm not sure the big fella, the angel, would appreciate that.
His appreciation is not of my concern.
He furrows his eyebrow at that, but nods his head.
I understand that he is an angel. I understand that he is guardian of that watch fortress. But he will submit to my rule.
Authority.
Yes, authority.
Right.
If he does not, he puts this world in danger. I'm sure he'll see reason in this.
Warner opens his mouth to speak again, but remains silent.
Very well. It would appear that we have the advantage on them. They still think that we're going to be stuck, according to that last girl. But we should move with speed. Abraxas, I want you to take point.
If you say so.
Scout ahead. Disarm any traps that you see. Note enemy's key positioning.
Magnus gives a silent nod.
All right. So, as you... are you going to head out by yourself, Abraxas?
Oh yeah.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Roll for me a stealth check.
Let's
Or
see where
stealth test, rather.
There it is. Any modifiers?
No modifier. Well, any bonuses you might have inherent, you have those.
If I hit the butt, there we go.
Yeah. Don't you have a Camellia Line cloak?
Not that I know of.
I thought you asked for it. Let me check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got you one.
I don't think I put. Oh, the sin skin. That's it. Yeah, that gets the +10.
Yes. There you
So
go.
62.
Yeah. So it would have been. Well, no, you would have gotten
know.
like the target would have been
know.
97.
I get it mixed up with other systems.
All right. So as Abraxas starts to clamber across the jagged rock of this ominous outcropping, he is able to find what appears to be the concentration of the activity near the base of this rock, and there seems to be a freshly cut tunnel into the base of this outcropping. But you note that there are no miners anywhere nearby.
Warner, I want you to go ahead and scout the doorway if you can.
Will do. He's going to send Clementine. He's going to start moving out, but he's going to send Clementine a bit farther ahead. There they are barking. Up ahead to kind of scout the scout, as it were.
Because the way I'm doing this is Abraxas is actually in there keeping an eye out for everything, and now Warner's going to make sure that if anybody comes on a trail, like, patrolling, that he can take them out. So it's just me and Lynn in the back. But go ahead, Abraxas. You do you.
All right, so I'm gonna sneak through that entrance while popping on my prey sense goggles.
Indeed. The darkness of the tunnels is replaced by the green tint of the prey sense.
Insert Splinter Cell sound effect.
You're gonna start whistling?
Yeah.
Couple. Boy.
Calm down there, Sam Fisher.
I'm just gonna make my way downtown.
Walking fast, faces pass, and you're homebound. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Stealthy
Copy.
speed what?
If I get copyright struck, I'll take that as a compliment. So, Abraxas, you start heading further down into the tunnels. You note that the most recent tunnels that you're walking through they have evidence and markings of recent activity, but the deeper you go, you note that there are offshoots and splits in the tunnels that seem to that give off evidence that those offshoots are much, much, much older than the current than the most recent activity.
So, like, is it just like a bunch of offshoots in general, or is it like does it just fork or what?
It's you are able, like, as you look on the floor. Actually, let me check something and see if you need to roll for a thing. Okay. So do a thing for me and roll for me survival tracking against your perception with a +30, because the dust that is being left here is giving you a huge bonus.
+30, because I do not have survival.
Right. Want to fate point that, or
No,
do you want to get turned around?
I'll spend one fate point because I haven't spent any yet.
Alrighty.
So, don't.
Hmm.
I'll just
Right.
roll with whatever happens.
Right. So, actually, let me switch over for what Abraxas is seeing right now. So, as soon as you start following the dust trail that is beneath your feet, you find yourself in a much, much larger cavern after you've made different twists and turns following the footsteps that you saw. You lift the prey sense that was around you, and you can see that the geology of this place seems to produce some sort of luminescence. It is a faint red and yellow glow.
Hmm. First, I'm just gonna, just for the sake of it, roll awareness.
Alrighty. Nice.
Anything
As you look around, go ahead.
Just go ahead. That's what I was asking about.
Okay. As you look around, you can see that mixed in with the seemingly ancient why am I blanking on I'm blanking on a word. It's
Architecture.
what you no not architecture. It's the stuff that is on the outside of buildings that are being built.
Scaffolding?
Scaffolding. Thank you. Wow.
This is the third time I've told you about the word scaffolding.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I keep blanking on the word scaffolding. It's driving me crazy. Yeah.
Up a building.
Yeah, driving me up a goddamn wall.
Huh.
But I can't drive up the goddamn wall because I don't have any goddamn scaffolding. Rah!
Calm down there.
Okay. All right. So, mixed in with the positively ancient scaffolding that is strewn about this place, you can see evidence of newer structures being put up. And these lead further down into the cave system, with offshoot tunnels leading from leading into loads of different directions. But you are easily enough able to find the most recent one. But you might want to report back before you lose everybody else.
All right, so like I knew how I got here. I didn't just get turned around trying to follow the tracks, right?
No, you
or did
you
I?
were easily enough. You were easily enough able to follow the track that you did, but you didn't get turned. Like you didn't fail hard enough to get lost.
Okay.
Shall we say? You kind of chanced upon this place.
All right, then Abraxas is basically just going to, relay the directions he's taken so far back to Werner.
Right.
Who I'm assuming is going to relay it back to me.
Yeah, like I'm kind of doing the Tarvok thing where unless otherwise classified, my comms are always open.
And then just directly to Rosalina, he's going to ask, Rosalina, should I wait for you or do you want me to continue scouting?
Wait for us to catch up to you.
Dutifully noted.
Also, Riley, are you there?
I am here.
Oh, you missed the sidebar. Yeah, bye.
The sidebar? Oh, I
The
did.
chat.
I'm so sorry.
The chat log.
But in that, I'm just gonna, while this is all happening, before they call back to me and everything, I'm gonna, while me and Lynn are alone, I'm gonna look at Lynn and just say, Lynn, may I ask you something?
You may. I'm gonna look at you and correct you and say, well, actually, quite frankly, it's not you who has to ask or ask permission to ask. It's me who needs to find information to not answer.
Very well. Have you had dealings with psychers before?
With psychers, yes, of multiple species, and most notably, I would say the eldar, although there are others. Some Xenos don't exhibit psychic ability at all, but as I said, yes, I have.
Have you ever witnessed one of them fail at using their abilities?
Yes.
What happens to those that fail? I am aware of what the scholar teaches me, and I am not looking for that as an answer.
Well, realistically, when you say fail, you mean fail to control the ability when they try to utilize it.
Yes.
Generally, it leads to them being taken advantage and preyed upon by warp spawn. This can be as simple as the death of the psyker, but it can also cause an eruption, a rift. There are a multitude of Xenos within the warp that have been noted to parasite psychic beings, in addition to, of course, the malefic natured one.
Have you ever directly seen one? A backlash, that is.
Have I ever directly seen one? Yes. But I had not seen a demon before I joined your company. Not in person.
That's it.
If you insist. Is there something troubling you, Inquisitor?
When I passed out, I saw something.
I see.
It was like... It was a desert, but at the same time an ocean.
And
I had to suppress my thoughts, otherwise they would manifest before me.
you broke up there, Alexis. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I'm just gonna say it was like a desert, but at the same time an ocean.
I deal in statistical realities. The supernatural and the non-physical are hardly my expertise, but what I can say after my studies is that it's important for you to understand, as someone with these abilities, that you, more than anyone else, are seen as food by these creatures, and they will use whatever methods they can to allure you.
Of course. And that's what I'm assuming I get the call from Abraxas.
Yes, you do.
Let's move.
Right. On your lead, Inquisitor.
And with that, we will head up to Warner, and then we will all head in, I'm assuming.
Indeed. So, Abraxas, as you're waiting around, roll for me another awareness.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Oh boy.
Taking in the scenery.
That is not good. As you are carefully scanning your surroundings, you feel something touch your leg.
Okay, I'm leaping away like when you startle a cat.
And you see Clementine lean her head to the side, giving a robotic at you.
Sneaky thing. And Darkwing's is gonna look around for Warner.
Don't
Werner-
worry, she
Werner-
don't bite.
As you do, Werner is not far behind, and he catches up with you from the tunnel entrance that you came from.
Good girl, you found him.
Clementine walks back toward Werner, wagging her bionic tail.
Bump into anything on the way down here?
Well, bumped my head on like a low hanging stalagmite, but that not much.
You,
Dirt.
Abraxas, you note a slight scuff on Werner's helmet.
Internally, he's just imagining how the hell, in what state he left the poor stalactite.
Oh, it's been it has felt the full apprehension of the law.
And he looks and says, "So, we're waiting on the Inquisitor and the smart lady, but so we just gotta keep our eye open. I don't like any of this."
Both of you can roll awareness tests for me.
Does Clementine come into play?
Yes, she does, as an Auspex. Oh, nice. Well done, both of you. As you two are talking and waiting, both of you can hear what appears to be a metallic clunk, clunk, clunk sound in the distance. And as you look, you can see appearing out of view what appears to be a rather large and bulky, what you recognize to be an exosuit, implanted with all sorts of drills and excavation devices on its forearms. And I'm going to need two of you to roll a combined stealth test. So if one of you succeeds and one of you fails, we have to... so you're kind of rolling sort of...
Yikes! I'll re-roll that.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
So what happens now is Abraxas also rolls a stealth test, and if he rolls well enough, as he did,
Like, I'm not sure, I just like, you know.
you take Werner's failures and minus them from Abraxas's successes, and if you're still in success territory, both of you are hidden.
Like, I'm
Alright,
just
so
holding him into cover. Like, get
Yes.
down!
Indeed. So both of you take cover behind a few stalactites. I'm just going to call them stalagbottoms because I know which ones are on the floor. Then
Stalag floors, stalag seals.
Stalactites, stalagmites. I think mites are on the bottom, tights are on top.
Yeah.
yeah, but if I just
Yeah,
say
but
if I say stalagbottom, I know which is which.
Yeah, I definitely know what he means when he says stalag bottom.
See?
Yeah, but you gotta throw in a some extra nonsense to make it more 40k. Make sure there's a K in there for some reason.
Yeah.
Stalag bottom primus.
Yes. Stalagbottom alpha.
Oh my god.
Fun times were had by all.
It's an alpha level bottom.
I mean, to be fair,
That's what
No,
we call
from-
a power bottom.
well, to be fair, we're also looking for an alpha level beta.
We are.
Ain't life grand. All right.
Yeah,
So,
if you're-
as the exosuit trundles past in the distance, it shows no sign of having noticed either of you as it disappears into another tunnel.
Now, I don't know if I don't have the lore on it, but from my experiences, like dealing with insurrections and things like that, I'm guessing I know that those mining suits got a little punch to them.
Oh yeah, they do. They have. So I'm just with those things. I'm kind of projecting into the like I'm kind of projecting into the future. I feel like Genestealer cult should get a mining
loader.
exosuit in
Oh my
in
god,
future
right?
releases.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you said that, but what I heard was I feel like Genestealer cults should get a lawsuit.
In all
That
fairness,
was-
you're not wrong.
I mean, never mind. I shouldn't make that joke.
It's okay. HP Lovecraft's public domain.
That's fair.
Oh, by the way, I am in my power armor this whole time.
Oh, did we have the time rolled up for that one?
I think it was like 8 hours.
I remember
Yeah.
something lengthy.
Did you put that on after the fight, or?
It was during that initial fight. I put it on when I was on the boat.
Yeah, like didn't it happen like right when we landed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I don't think I was counting your power armor with everything that went on there. Oh well.
Well,
Live
my
and learn.
power armor doesn't change my size or anything.
It should.
No, I thought we agreed that it didn't.
Because
Because it's super fancy power. It's Sororitas power armor without the power pack.
Does it specify that Sororitas armor doesn't increase your size?
Yes.
And I can look
Okay.
it up while we keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. So we'll just assume that it is. So let's see. Yeah. So as the two of you, actually it's three of you with Clementine, as you are watching and waiting to see if anyone else was trailing behind, you hear in the microbead Rosalina and Lynn stand contacting you from the tunnel mouth that you exited from.
Hey, be careful coming in. We got a contact up ahead.
Another sizable contact.
Yeah,
Is it the Astartes?
negative.
Have you located them yet?
Not yet.
Negatory.
All right. Then keep moving. Well, wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
Well, you're looking at them. You just
Oh, I thought we were
Maybe.
just in comms range.
no. This was just you not stepping out into the open because you can see them taking cover.
Okay, so yeah. I'll just meet up with them and we'll get moving.
All right. So
Yeah, I'm gonna load the amputator shells just in case.
indeed. So I need to grab something.
Lynn, you still have your shotgun.
I'm gonna look over to it and hold it up and say, yeah. Not exactly the greatest with it, but I guess that's the point of it.
It's for closing gaps. Okay, good. And I don't have my bolter on me right now.
No. So
Weapons and equipment on me is, this is mostly just being said for the chat right now, is the Lioness, my Nemesis Force Rapier, my Brazier of Holy Fires on my back, White, my Force Sword Breaker in my boot, Sacrifice is the other sword that sits next to Lioness, and then I have my, where are you? Redemption's Light, my Inferno pistol, on my other side. So yeah, we can just continue.
all right. So with that, I need you to decide who is going to make a navigate surface test. Try and navigate this twisting labyrinth of tunnels. You can just figure out which one of you is the best and then assist as appropriate.
I don't have to navigate.
I do.
All right. Does anyone else have a navigate to assist, or
I'm checking right now. Yes, wait, no. Wait, is it surface?
it is surface?
Okay, I can assist.
Which one of you is better at it? So that you
I have an
can.
intelligence of 63.
I aced it. I already rolled it. I do apologize. I jumped the gun.
Oh, it's fine. It doesn't matter if you aced it. Did you add my 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that,
Okay.
Riley.
I don't care. Don't worry about it.
All right. Actually, I need to check something. I think Rosalina might have the highest chance of it.
I have 2 ticks in it.
Yeah, that's the difference. Because
You got it.
yeah, you did make it. So, as you navigate the twists and turns, you walk for. Actually, you did roll that extremely well. So, Alexis, if you are keeping track, minus 1 hour off of the power armor,
Mm-hmm.
because you walk through the tunnels for an hour, and it is slow going, as every time you come to a fork or a... Oh yeah, forks can have a different number of ways, because it can be 2 or 3 or more.
Oh, by the way, my brazier is off right now.
Is off, right? Okay.
Because I don't want to, have a flame behind us, giving us all minus to our stealth test.
That is fair. Right. Actually, can we do? Do you mind if I be right back? I have to go to the toilet real quick.
Well,
We
needed that last bit of information.
Well, actually, I'll just do this real quick. As you arrive,
Just go ahead, go to the bathroom. We can fill this in with role playing.
fair enough. You're walking for an hour. Fill it in with talkie talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
God damn it. Abraxas, about how many enemies do you see?
Just one so far.
Just the one in an exosuit. And Warner, you've fought those things?
Yeah. I remember during the evacuation on Firecoth, some of the damn insurrectionists modified industrial equipment to fight back. I saw one of them things punch right through a thorax, ripping the pilot out.
So a skilled rider in it can be a fair opponent.
Yeah, you could say that. Look, biggest trick against them is picking your target, your shots on them.
I assume hit the pilot and just let it fall.
That's the plan. But depending on what it's packing, it's how you want to handle it. You really don't want to be away from it if it's got one of them damn mining lasers.
That has the same output as a las cannon used by the guard, does it not?
Same output, yes, though with less finesse and not nearly as reliable.
Well, it's mostly used for close quarters and, well, the destruction of rocks and rubble. I'd assume it wouldn't be too reliable.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on here. But if we're going to take one out, it's got to be hard and fast.
And what of you, Lynn?
I have no concerns. Honestly, Inquisitor, I've faced more dangerous. Besides, I'm not scared to die either.
No fear of death? The only reason I would fear death is... And she hesitates for a moment. Is that my duty would go undone.
I guess it'd be more realistic to say I don't fear the concept of the end of my existence. I do fear dying. I imagine it's extremely unpleasant.
None of your books tell you of anything?
In what regard? I think one of the first steps to be able to overcome fear is to admit the existence of it. Pretending it isn't there leaves you susceptible.
Is that what you think happened to these Astartes?
Perhaps they were given a deal they couldn't refuse.
Twice now you've mentioned a deal.
When was the first time?
When we were being attacked by a bunch of insects on... Oh my god, I forgot the name of that world.
Cool or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. Wait, that's the demon world.
Planet, Big Bug Planet.
Yeah, Big Bug Planet. I cannot remember the name of it.
It's an ugly planet. It's a bug planet.
Discount Katachan, got it.
Well, John, I'll have you know that I find the idea of a bug that thinks offensive.
But joke's on you, Mope. I think the same thing. Sorry.
Riley, just so you know, out of character, she's not accusing you of it. She's more questioning herself if she accepted a deal.
Okay. I was more just curious, like, because I genuinely, out of character, I don't remember the first time I mentioned the deal or a deal. I'm gonna, but with that in mind, I'll look over to Alexis and say, the ethereal creatures of the warp tend to, well, those that can make contact with us enjoy making deals. It gives them some sort of legitimacy, and it seems to be a sort of boasting that's almost an aspect of how they function and exist. It's hard to quite explain. It's not as if they truly need our consent, but once they have it, it would indicate that it creates a greater susceptibility. Hard rules are, well, statistics tend to vary quite considerably when anyone tries to study these things. I'm sure you understand the nature of that.
That I do.
Well, quite precisely, in fact, we understand that we do not understand.
The unfortunate truth of the universe. But we do have one truth, an imperial truth.
That's true, and it does give us comfort in the dark.
Well, a loaded shotgun never hurt either.
I'm gonna look down at mine and say, I mean, it's imprecise, but it does.
Imprecise? I find that offensive.
I did offer you a bolter.
I'll look over at the Inquisitor and say, "Oh, quite a precise weapon would be nearly useless in my hands."
Yeah, I appreciate your martial ability for what it's worth. You're not the worst nerd I've ever. Not the worst book scribe I've ever seen.
You'll find a disciplined mind can make use of any tool given to it, and that the tool that the Emperor gave us is one of the most useful.
That is
Fair
very
enough.
true. Isn't it, Abraxas?
Part. I just think the point I like about it, the point that you brought up, the ethereal beings and their deals, you just kind of zoned at a distance.
Abraxas, are you okay?
Just thinking. But what were you asking?
The Emperor provided you with a service, did he not? given your life purpose aside from being a slave in the pits?
Can't say I'm the authority to speak on that matter.
That is fair enough. We'll purify this planet, one step at a time. Okay, where the hell is Victor?
Yeah, we've roleplayed for a while here.
God damn it, Victor.
That's it, time to riot.
I guess at this point we could have Lynn start to give an in-depth discussion and listing of all the times that atrocities have occurred within the local star system, starting with 36.
And at this point, I'm going to remind you that I used to put people like you, stuff people like you into the lockers back in Skull.
I'm gonna look back at you and say, and that is why I learned to finely tune my block.
See? Now you get it. We weren't trying to be malicious. We were just trying to teach them eggheads the importance of martial prowess.
Right. I'm sure you would have shown such mercy, even if the situation had been different.
Exactly.
Did you at least
I'm certain it simply wasn't you being exhibiting desperate behavior in an attempt for acceptance. And I'm going to give you a very, very, very cold look at that.
Go ahead.
I don't need acceptance.
As you say that, I'm going to look back to the Inquisitor and say, as I said, to truly be able to conquer fear, one has to admit a coward pretends it isn't there. I'm going to look back at Warner and say, was that too highbrow for you?
I'll show you highbrow, you brow-beaten bookkeeper.
Anyway, Lynn, at that point, we'll pull out the list and say, anyway, beginning with M36,
Hold on.
following the new statutes set by the Ecclesiar, there were a large set of incidences and previous things not considered witchcraft in the occult that then became, and many traders that found themselves burned as a result. I'll begin to list their names in detail, along with their crimes and charges.
Sounds good to me. I mean, this is my bedtime story.
But yeah, that's what Lynn will be doing.
And very quickly, I'll just be like, Lynn, quiet. As we crouch and look over towards Abraxas.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have a thing to do.
I'm back.
Okay, go ahead, Victor. What do we say?
So, as you walk through the winding corridors of this ancient mining complex, you find yourselves in what appears to be a larger cavern, and you can hear an underground river rushing through in the chasm up ahead.
Guns up. Be careful.
Actually, oh crap. I totally forgot to set the background music for this thing. Do I have anything ready?
Abraxas, take point.
Of course. And I'll quickly nod my head to make the goggles fall from my eyes.
Sorry, we need to get that noise.
God damn.
Warner.
Oh, you mean the splinter cell noise?
Yeah, and I'm going to point over towards here for him to get into cover.
I only have this.
It'll have to do. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up later.
Yeah, I forgot to set up the underground river ambient noise. My bad.
Lynn, stay close to me. If anything gets close, well, you know what to do.
Understood. I'll be sure to not.
Shields up,
Swords out.
shotgun up.
I'll pull out the shotgun.
Abraxas, what are you wielding?
I've got my ghost blade. Just that for the moment, not the agonizer.
Alrighty. So, who's on point? Or rather, who's on first?
So, Braxis, I want you to go over here.
I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't see
Oh.
me?
Hold
I
on.
see your pointy arrow thing, but I have nowhere to go.
Hold on. I think I know what's wrong here. Oh, apparently there's a brand new dynamic lighting tab on the tokens. I will
Yeah.
have to investigate
Hey,
this
be
later.
careful, Victor. Be very careful. I nearly crashed my game messing with it.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Like it literally kicked me out of Roll20 for like an hour.
Oh, this feature is an active. Okay, I'll read this later. Never mind. Here you go. This should.
Basically, Biggie, as you told me the other day, it's only for people in the club. And it's a small club, and you ain't in it.
I mean,
I
yeah.
am.
Okay, now I see stuff.
I have
Okay.
a club.
Walk into the club like, what up? I got a big.
Power mall.
Okay,
Yeah.
where are you yelling at me to go?
Oh. Over here.
Okay. Sneaky.
Whoop.
Warner,
Ah.
go over here.
As you move closer, Braxis, you can see that there are very, very ancient looking mining tracks that are laid above. And the two bridges that you can see, they look ancient beyond belief. The dust of ages settled in upon them.
Did they look unstable?
They look
Like my
Stur-
emotional state.
they look sturdy, and the logs used to build the bridge look sturdy enough, but where they have decayed enough to lose structural integrity, well, you're going to have to, you're just going to have to test your luck to find that out.
Test your might.
First, I'm just gonna move here so I can peek around.
Alright,
I'm just gonna.
we should probably get the dog up ahead.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Oh yeah.
move into cover.
I can't control Clementine.
Why not?
'Cause
Oh.
you put-
I think it's because I
there.
put it up. Yeah, I'll just delete the other one.
Where do you want Clem?
Next to you.
Okay, yeah, because if she gets out of my cohesion range, she can take damage.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sort of slowly walk up to the bridge and just step my foot on it to test it.
So, as you put a slight bit of weight onto this wooden crossing, it creaks something awful.
I have to say I don't trust this bridge, and he says that out loud.
Do you have a grapple in line?
I think it's best if we use that instead.
Do I have a grapple in line? I don't believe I do.
I do.
You actually do?
Yeah, I think it's like part of my starting gear actually.
Alright.
I'll hand it to her.
I'm gonna tell Warner to... Actually, I'll say this in character. Warner, take the right side of the bridge. Use your grapple in line to hold on to Abraxas. This way, if he falls, we can save him.
All right. Easy enough. It's just like repelling a building, right?
Yes. Abraxas, as the lightest amongst us, you should go first.
Alright, and with that, he's just gonna try and go across.
All
I'm
right.
gonna wait for John to get over here first.
But John.
Yeah. Hold on, it's being really laggy for me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Also, I like how I just called you a twink.
I just said he was light.
So, as you're on the center of the bridge, I need you to make an acrobatics test to balance your weight appropriately. All right. The bridge creaks something fierce, but it does not seem to give way as Abraxas slowly makes his way across.
Lynn, I want you to go next.
I see.
Untie the line on him, put it on her.
And I will do so. You need me to make an acrobatic?
Yes, indeed.
Boopity.
Whoo! It creaks again, but Lynn seems to be light enough to not make any such. Well, she seems to not destabilize the bridge too much.
I'll slip, but catch myself.
Yeah, with 2 degrees of success, you are.
Do you want Aubrey to make one?
Yes, she does. Oh boy.
Wah, wah.
You have a fate point?
She actually does. She has several
She-
fate points.
Yeah.
Probably,
although, probably should use one.
Ooh!
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And here I was going to come up with a way to get us to let her die.
Nope.
I mean,
Emperor protects.
Actually, how far is this jump?
Well, let's just measure it.
Oh, it's
It is.
12 foot?
It is about, I would say, 5 meters to safety.
I could actually, like, legit, I could jump that.
It is quite the distance, though. You're going to have to make an athletics test to leap that.
Athletics based on strength, is that? What about my agility? No, you know what? I'll take the agility one. I'll go to the middle of the bridge.
Alrighty. Test your luck. There you go. Right,
Warner,
you
throw
make
me
it
the line.
across.
All right, and I throw her the line.
I will catch it, walk over to Abraxas. Abraxas, hold this with me.
Alright.
He's a bit heavy. Send your dog over first.
Nice. And does Clementine have to make it? But I assume a dog can.
She is light enough to be able to just easily walk across.
No, I look over to the Inquisitor and say, I think I have a better chance if I just roadie run through it.
Regardless, keep this tied around you.
So, Victor, instead of trying to, use my obviously impressive lengthy arms and not sturdy and, hefty form, can I just try to book it and use athletics instead?
You can attempt it, but you will do so at a minus.
What's the minus? Because I'm pretty sure even at minus.
Minus 10.
So which gets counteracted by bulging biceps, so.
I don't. Never mind. Your athletics is. So because you use athletics instead, you're going to mess up the bridge. So I'm gonna. Oh crap! I need to. Oh,
Well,
no.
just to show the difference. Yeah, like that's the difference in what I'd be rolling.
Right. That is the difference. But point is. Wait, who's writing that? Ah, I see. Thank you, Alexis, for giving the bridge a status effect. So, as you book it across, hey, no need to put a sad face on it.
Oh, it's fine.
Right. So, move Clementine across, and as soon as you move, as soon as you hoof it across the bridge, you see that giant chunks of it start falling down into the chasm below, making quite the ruckus as it falls and impacts into the sides of the cavern walls. It is only when the falling timber of the bridge, which now has a bunch of holes in it. Ask away.
I was going to ask, how the hell did the Space Marines get through this?
Well,
They probably just jumped.
They do. They can. They can jump a lot further.
At least there are 2 bridges.
There are 2 bridges, indeed. However, as soon as the sound of the falling timbers splashes into the river below, I need everyone to make an awareness test based on sound, or based on hearing, rather.
Nice.
I ain't hearing nothing.
I blink.
Nope. Want to make one, or?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Nice.
Yeah, I made it somehow.
You made it. All right. As the sound of the splooshing wood into the river below, it is replaced by the sound of scuttling.
Oh, there's something down there. What the
Indeed.
It's a
As
bug
you-
planet.
Oh no!
It's a bug planet!
So, as you hear, as the scuttling sound intensifies, you can see climbing up the sides of this watery chasm is swarms of tiny insects. And it is time to roll initiative.
I know. All right.
Well, shoot.
Silly.
Initiative 11.
All right. I need I need to have this, and I need to select
Jesus.
this thing.
It actually needs to be boosted too, because that went off of my agility when it should have gone off of my intelligence.
Yes. And I need to add. Let's see.
What the heck? Everyone critted but me.
I didn't crit.
Okay. It's only cool if it's me and Abraxas. We'll be slow together.
Forgetting about me as always.
All right. Since Lynn and Werner were able to hear the scuttling noise, they seem to have perfectly lined themselves up in the initiative to go first. How fitting. All right, let's stop the background audio and get some battle music going. Woo!
Okay, there's only a lot of them.
Ooh, good song.
I count at least this many.
That is a lot.
Yeah, they're bugs. They probably don't.
Yeah, last time we said bugs probably don't. They nearly one-shot Lynn.
Yeah, you're right. I should probably throw a grenade.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Probably not. Yeah,
But
probably
that's
not a
nice.
bad idea.
But that's Lynn's
Maybe we
turn.
could funnel them into here.
All right, Lynn, you're up.
Shoddy gun right here.
Alrighty, you are in point
Shoddy
blank
guns.
range. Do you have the talent that lets you shoot into melee without a penalty?
Oh, we're just starting it with. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's literally just starts in melee with.
Yes.
Nope, I don't have it. I'll just move over here and then shoot that squad of bugs.
Alrighty. So that is a half action move. You're now in point blank range.
No, I am in point blank range.
Yes. So that gives you a plus 10 on the end. However, the creepy crawlies. Let me see what their size modifier is. Their size modifier is It is minuscule, however, they are in a swarm, so they count as one higher. So you get a... So it is a minus 20 to... No, wait. Actually, hold on. Let me read the swarm rule. Swarm. Too small to do much on their own. Blah, 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 blah. A swarm is often a mass of minuscule or puny creatures. Any attack from a weapon that does not either have the blast, flame, spray, or scatter qualities only inflict half damage. Okay, that's good to know. That means shotguns are good. In most circumstances, a swarm creature cannot be grappled, knocked down,
That's fine,
or...
I give up, I miss.
What?
I miss.
Wait, I don't see the roll.
Neither do I. Is roll 20 bugging out?
No, I just don't know what the modifier you want is, and whatever, I miss. I don't...
What? No! What are you doing?
There, I missed. Moving on.
Alright. Alright, so, Werner, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot the one in front of me, kind of past Abraxas.
Alright.
I half aim.
You know, it's really funny. If I had been able to half him, I would have hit that. Anyway.
Alright, does it dodge?
Let's see. They don't have dodge, so... Wow, no. That's just...
Leaps into the gun itself to be blown apart.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think it adds like +3 damage, +3 ping because of amputator shells.
Yes?
Oh, well, actually +6 damage because amputator shells plus point blank.
Right.
So that's
So-
6
So it's 20...
and 3.
So, sending a gigantic cloud of dust into the air as you impact the ground, you put a sizable impact into the swarm that was climbing up over there as they fall backwards in tiny pieces back into the underground river. Alright, creeper time. Let me see, what is their movement again? Oh,
Right
it
back
is
real quick.
very little. Alright, so one of them is going to move up to Abraxas and attempt to hit. I need to see what is their to hit chance. No modifier. Alright, 45 if they don't aim. Okay, good to know. So that's a miss, and I'm going to wait with the one for Rosalina. So this one is going to do the same. 45 to hit against Lynn. That is a hit. Would you like to dodge?
Was that on me?
If
No,
you
it was
like me.
against- it was against Lynn. Right, nice dodge. The buggies attempt to crawl up your leg, but you jump away. Let's see. Now the one against Rosalina, 55 to hit. That is another hit.
They bounce off of my force field.
Yeah, they do.
This quality means I don't overheat.
Unless you roll, unless I roll a 1. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up is the same thing. They are barely within charge distance because these things... Oh, actually, charge of 12 is not too bad. Alright, so... Ring! Dude.
Here, before
Alright.
you waste your time rolling. Okay, now you have to.
Well, I missed.
Okay, doesn't matter. Next one.
Alright. Next one, I don't think that one is... Actually, yeah, technically it can charge because it goes here and then here.
Okay.
And
It's gonna bounce off. Next one.
Well, it missed, so there you go. Well, there is no next one, so...
What about these ones?
Oh yeah, they are close enough to charge Abraxas. Whoop. That is a hit. Would you like to dodge? White?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at something. What's that?
You're being attacked.
Dodge noises. Don't.
Nice. Alright. Is this one close enough? Yes, it is.
Alright.
Does it hit? It does not.
Okay.
And the rest are just going to crawl, crawl, crawl. And crawl, 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 crawl. Crawl, 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 crawl. Do, 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 do. Crawly, crawly, crawly. And there's one more down here. And Rosalina, you're up. Alexis?
Alexis.
They
Sorry
said be
about
right back. Yeah, there's
Right.
you.
I'm gonna do Whirlwind of Death, starting with the one on top.
Ready? Minus 20 to hit due to size.
Okay. Can half aim on the first one. This is going to be a standard attack. I just said minus 20 plus 15, so minus 5.
Yep.
It's gonna hit it.
Alright.
Then the next
Oh.
ones are 55s.
I'm just checking. They need a 15 to dodge, but they don't.
I actually
So-
missed the next two shots.
Oh, damn. Yeah, because you needed a 56 on both of them.
Yep.
Alright, so roll damage against the first one.
I think I got
Wow.
it.
Yeah, that just totally destroys it,
And
because...
then I can take another strike with my other sword, right?
Yes, you can.
And I can actually... Can I actually, Oh, whoops. No, sorry. Yeah. So I can't aim with this one. Can I?
No, you cannot, because you've already aimed.
Okay, so this one is... Balance, registry, custom... Yeah, so this one's still the minus 5. And I miss.
You can Whirlwind of Death twice.
Oh, okay. So I missed the first one. And
Second
then the
one,
second
same
one.
thing.
No,
No.
I missed. I would have missed regardless of what the enemy was, by the way.
Right.
So,
Alright.
there you
That is Rosalina's turn. Abraxas, you're up.
Alrighty, so first quick drawing the Agonizer, so I have both weapons out, and then with the Ghost Blade first, I'm gonna Whirlwind of Death the 3 next to me, left to right.
Alrighty. Do your normal thing with a minus 20 at the end.
Gotcha.
go. My stupid ass almost said, which left? My left or your left? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's where my mind is today.
Alright,
First
so
one, easy.
50 to hit on the next ones. You did aim with that one, didn't you?
No, I did no aim, because half aim is a half action, right?
Yeah, but Whirlwind of Death is only a standard action.
Hmm?
You can
Like I-
technically aim on the first one, but you would have missed anyway, so yeah.
Well, but if you aim on the first one, you wouldn't be able to do it twice, right?
Yes, you can Whirlwind of Death twice, but
Yeah, I
you
don't
can
think
only
you can
aim on the first attack.
I'm talking like, half aiming and then whirlwinding, that would be both actions, right?
Yes, but you can use 2-weapon wielder and Whirlwind of Death again. Because you can use the standard attack to Whirlwind again.
Okay.
Alright, so roll against the other 2 to hit. Just roll d100s and see if you get a hit.
Alrighty.
That is a hit on the middle one. And let's just roll a random dodge. They don't dodge. Roll damage on the middle one.
Alrighty.
15. That only does half damage, so that does 8.
Alright, now for
Alright.
hitting.
And that is a miss. Now you can whirlwind again.
Yeah, left right this time with the agonizer.
All right.
I did not get a good. So I'm just gonna. Oop. It's hitting on 50 because I didn't aim, so that's a miss.
All right.
Miss.
Miss. And a hit
All right.
on
and
the final one. All right. I'll just roll random dodge. They don't dodge. Roll damage.
And it's tearing.
All right. So that will do 10 because of swarm.
Mhm.
So minus 10 as you send. Oh wait, that was minus. No wait, that was correct. All right, just looked wonky. All right, that is Abrax is done, which turns it back to Lynn.
Okay. Drop gun, which is a free action.
That is true.
And then I'm gonna kick it apart.
Nice.
Kick its face in the face.
Are you stepping on Bug?
Look, she's doing her part.
I
Bug.
forgot to do that off of my intelligence. That is most certainly a hit. That should be plus 33. Yeah, that should be a plus 43. That should be an 83.
Yes. That should have been a hit.
That would
Alright.
be 4 degrees of success, so that's 2 hits, and then
It does not dodge.
2 more hits.
Yes, so roll the first 2 damages. Remember that, wow, never mind. You kick them to death and send them, I'm just going to say you send them in a wave, you send them flying back into the river below as they...
Just made a swarm of insects.
Remember when you were in like high school, or no, not high school, like in grade school, and there was that one kid who knew how to catch flies with his bare hand? That's me right now.
I actually knew a guy who did that.
I can
Ooh,
do
that
it.
is-
I was taught the secret.
That is a very fitting gif. The only good bug is a dead bug.
Indeed.
Nice. Alright, that is Lynn's turn. After having quite easily dispatched an entire swarm of the things, it is now to Chastener Werner.
I don't actually. I kind of have my grenades. I don't have all my grenades statted, so I can't really fire a frag grenade because I don't have the numbers for it. So I'm just gonna fire another shotgun shell right here.
Alrighty. It is... I believe they cancel each other out for the bonuses. I think.
Let's see. Scatter, red dot sight, 15. So that's my. Yeah, they.
Yeah. So I don't think you add a modifier at the end.
Oh no, he only hits on 104. Woe is him.
Yeah, well, that's what scatter weapons do at point blank.
Swap out the degrees of success plus adding all the extra bonuses for point blank and amputator shells.
Indeed, you do I believe
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. So
20.
that's 19 damage. 19 damage, pin 3.
19 damage, pen 3. Well, these things have no armor, so that doesn't matter. So that is 19 damage because it is a scatter weapon, so you do full damage to them. So that is that. Let's see. Yeah, and that is you done already. So that is now the...
Wait, did that kill it?
No, it did not.
So I'm guessing they have like 12 health.
No, they have a bit more because of Swarm.
Yeah, because I did about 19 damage.
Yeah. Alright, now it is Creepy Crawlies. I'm going to do attacks against Alexis. It is 55 to hit for them.
Here, I'll just roll 2 of these. Do one of them.
Well, one of them is a hit. One hits.
I parry on I parry close to 100. I parry it.
Alright. Abraxas, 3 attacks incoming.
I'm gonna bodyguard one of them.
Hold on, I need to see if they hit first. So 3d100s. That is 2 hits.
That's a
Body-
catch.
I'll bodyguard the 8.
All right. Roll to parry for me, Knight, to see if you parry the hit.
Alright.
Nice.
And I'm gonna
So
counter-
you sweep them away with your shield.
I also
as they attempt to-
counterattack.
Oh, nice, and you hit. Roll damage.
This
Because
would be
it's technically their turn, yes. Ooh, nice. So you do 9 points of damage.
and they roll a toughness test.
Yes. Actually, no. Swarms don't. Swarms are not. Swarms and hordes are not affected by
That's
shocking.
reasonable.
Yeah, because you would be shocking a bunch of them, but there'd be more left.
Yeah, like I'd be shocking with my agonizer.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that is that. Yes, you dodge. So 1, 2, 3, and actually no, that would have been a full move because they're. No, that was a half move. They have 4 half moves, so
Okay,
45 to hit.
Biggie.
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat before my game in 50 minutes.
Ah, okay, right.
Knight can autopilot me from here.
Alrighty. Thanks for the session, Mope.
Hey, thanks for hosting it. I'll talk to you later.
Later, Mope.
Sorry I had to leave early, everybody. Talk to
It's
you later.
okay. It's okay. Alrighty. So, Braxis, that was a 2 hit. Roll to dodge.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, don't you have a force field?
Oh yeah.
Have we been
Forgot.
forgetting about that?
I have. I'm just so good at dodging. Okay, let's see. Force field noises.
Dodging his own force
Ding.
field.
Indeed. Alright, that is that. And this thing is going to 1, 2, 3. Can't go any further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Alexis, there is one more attack coming in from charging bug east.
Now.
Yeah, you would have hit, but the force field handled it.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
So
Let's
I need
see.
I think it was a 50. What was it? 56 to hit them?
yes, 66 if you on the first one.
I hit once, so it's against this one.
Alrighty. It rolls a random dodge, but it doesn't succeed. That is 11 damage.
Okay, and then the second whirlwind of death.
Yep. 55's all around. 56
2
all
hits.
around.
And that's against this one and this one.
Alright. One is already dodged. The second one attempts to dodge. Doesn't succeed. So roll damage against both.
The top one is taking 24.
And
The
it's
bottom
dead.
is 19.
The bottom one only
Should be
takes
dead as
10. It is not.
It's taking 20.
No, it's taken. Yeah, they have more wounds than that.
Damn. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Abraxas, you're up.
Alright, whirlwind of death starting from this one, just going around towards Werner.
All right,
Starting with the ghost blade and aiming this time.
I believe you hit on the 70 on the first, and then 60 on the rest. So just roll.
Actually, does White have double team?
Let me check, I might.
Because if you do, we both do. So
Yeah,
that might help.
I have double team.
Alrighty, so you get bonuses against these two right here. So that would mean you hit on 90s against those.
Okay. So, where's my damn... There it is. I can just sorry, roll time's being weird.
That is a miss on the first one.
All right.
All right, the second one. Wow, another miss. Damn. The other ones hit.
Alright.
Random dodge. That one dodges. Actually, do you have inescapable attack
I believe I do. Let me check though.
on
Yep, I
melee?
do.
Okay,
Inescapable attack melee.
never mind. It needed to roll a 1.
Ha.
All right,
So,
that is a hit. Roll damage,
um,
and it is dead.
there we go. Let's see.
Bug
that was
swarms.
1, 2, 3. So then there's the fourth one.
All right, and the last one is a
That-
hit.
That'd be a
I mean, I'm rolling a random dodge, but no, not even close. All right, damage and boop.
Alright, now, same thing again, this time with an agonizer.
Against the 2, needing
Yeah, just
60
top to
hit.
bottom.
Yes.
That is.
That is a miss. You know what?
No, it isn't.
Hold on.
It's
Oh no,
rolling
no,
100.
that's you just rolled 100.
Yes.
No, like
You-
you,
No,
didn't
you
actually
didn't-
put the formula in correctly.
You just rolled 100. You didn't actually roll a D100.
Oh, I am sorry.
There you
Ah.
go.
It'd be like that.
I saved
That is
you
it.
on that.
Nice. So that is a hit.
That's-
Roll.
The fact
I'm
that's a
going
thing
to
is silly.
roll random. Nope, doesn't dodge. Roll for me damage.
Alright, grabbing the thing.
That is 9 damage to it. -9. Boop. All right, and the next one. Let's see if you hit. You can. I'll show. Do you have macros set up? White.
I don't believe I do.
All right, I'll show you how to set up macros after the session. All right, that's a hit. Does it dodge? No, it does not. So roll damage.
Wait,
White.
did you roll damage?
I did. It's right there.
I don't see it.
Look, says he rolled 11 energy damage, right?
No, that's the roll 20 is just being slow.
That's
Like give it 2
odd.
seconds.
What did you roll?
Hold on, 19.
19. Okay, so that's 10 damage.
Yeah, it says your server to the. Yep, there it
Oh,
is.
there you go. Yeah, okay, we're back. So that's 10 damage. Alrighty, and now it's Lynn. Knight, you have pilot of Lynn.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna have her go over here and punch the bugs next to Rosalina.
Alrighty, so that is here.
Oh, is that Alexis?
No, that's fine.
Alright. Let me see. I'll just roll her stiff. So no aim. Standard attack. Actually, no, she does swift attacks all the time.
Yeah.
No aim, swift attacks. And plus 33 modifier due to her hitting on intelligence. Ooh, that is nice. Nice. So that is a bunch of damage. So let's just roll that up. 1. Does she want to re-roll that? No, let's not. Second damage. Let's re-roll that. Up, rolled worse. Alright, so that does 7 and 4.
Okay, and then the last point of damage.
Alright. Hold on, I'm doing this all in the wrong order. And then the last point of damage. Boop. Does she re-roll that? No, let's not. She does 7. Actually, no, it rounds up.
She did
8
18 points of damage.
Yeah. So
Okay.
alrighty. So that is that. Actually, no, she gets 2 attacks. She needs 63 to hit again. That is 2 more damage rolls. Boop. Boop. Alright. That is 6 and 7 extra more. Oh, -6 and -7. Boop. Stamping on buggies. Alright, Werner, you're up.
I totally didn't just put the stats into this. He's going to drop his shotgun and quick draw his grenade launcher one-handed and fire it.
Is he firing it one? Oh yeah, that's right. You can technically slot it into the shield.
I got a recoil glove.
Oh yeah, you do. Never mind. Never mind.
For just such an occasion. So yeah, I'm going to kind of put it right here with the blast.
Alrighty.
Half aim.
Oh yeah. Is it blast
what's the
3?
range?
Whoops, that's a little bit too close, my bad.
Danger close.
Right here?
Whoa!
Yeah, it's blast. Yeah.
Nailed it. Nice. All right. So that is the blast radius. So that is 11 damage to all of them because it is a blast weapon, so it doesn't ignore. So it kills this one and does a bunch of damage to the other ones. So -11. -11. -11 and -11. And that is that.
Now it's the bugger's turns.
Bugger's turns, and 2 of them, actually 1 of them is going to hit Rosalina. Roll force field just to see if I can get through.
Yes.
I sure can.
And let's see if I parry it. I do. Don't bother. Okay.
Alrighty. Okay,
Next one
and
against me?
nope, it's going against Werner.
Oh, okay.
Roll to hit. That is a hit.
Let's see if my conversion field goes off or refractor, whichever one is the 30.
That's the refractor field.
It does, actually, funny enough.
Nice, well done. Alright. Buggies are repelled by your refractor field. Alright, Abraxas, incoming hit against you.
Oh boy.
That is a hit.
Remember your force field.
I remembered. Ding.
Alright. Whoop. Next one. Ooh, that is another hit.
That is not a ding. Uh-oh.
Alright, dodge.
Parry this, you filthy casual. Damn
That
it,
is a-
he dodged it.
Yeah. Alright, Abraxas again.
You have
Another
step
hit.
aside white.
What?
You have step aside.
I do have step aside.
Okay.
That is not a ding.
Alright, dodge again.
Commencing ding fail protocols.
Alright. And that is that,
Why
so...
is step aside the best skill in this entire game?
Because it lets you aggressively tiptoe over bugs.
It lets you get up to 3 reactions.
And that is a miss. And the final one... Abraxas, you are pretty much being piled on right now, and...
I'll bodyguard this one.
It missed. It missed.
You leap in the way, but it misses.
Alright, Rosalina, you're up again.
Okay, let's do Whirlwind of Death again. Whee! Boop! Boop. 1 hit. That's against his bottom one.
Alright,
Is it
let's
dead?
see.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. It is dead.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to actually aim at this other one with Sacrifice.
Alright.
Half aim. Standard attack. It's -5. I hit it.
Alright, roll damage. That is 11 damage.
This is the one that she punched nearly to death.
Yes, and it is dead.
Awesome. That's my turn.
Alrighty, Abraxas, you're up.
I'm
Alright.
gonna say he just finishes him off with a Whirlwind of Death.
Well, he might not hit.
Well,
It is
let's.
well within the opportunity.
So top right to bottom left.
Alright.
Boom.
That is a hit.
Ghost Blade, that always goes first.
Mandatory dodge roll. Roll damage.
Alright.
You mean obligatory dodge roll?
For that. That is 8 damage.
Next.
That's a hit.
Even after they got cooked by the grenade, that didn't do enough?
Remember, everything that doesn't do blast, spray, flame, or scatter, that... Actually, let me check that rule again.
No,
The thing-
light touches Victor can break.
Right. Blast, flame, spray, or scatter qualities only inflict half damage. So they're ignoring a lot of the damage. Alright, next one.
If I said the Ghost Blade did blast damage.
I would not believe you.
Dang it. And I rolled it as 56, so dodge noises.
Oh yeah, dodge noises. There you go. I failed. Roll damage. That is 9 damage. Alright, next one.
Alright.
20 out of its 22 wounds.
Right.
That's a hit. Does it roll a 1? No, it does not. Damage. So that's 9 again. Doing good chunks of damage, but they are ignoring a lot of it.
I'm doing my part.
You wouldn't happen to be from Buenos Aires.
No.
Alright, next one. Yeah.
Just rolling it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what it's
And the last one.
Yeah.
And hits. Didn't dodge. Roll damage. 9 damage.
Alright, round 2 with the Agonizer.
Round 2. Fight.
Just roll 4 D100s.
Yeah, 4
Yeah,
D100s.
that's a better idea.
Yeah. That is 2 hits. No, 3 hits.
Alrighty, and I'll just... So damage for the...
Just rolling the D100s just so we may... Actually, I needed one more. Just seeing if I'm rolling 1s. No, I did not roll 1s, so...
This one.
Roll
Actually,
4
this
damage.
This one, and this one.
Damage on the first one, that's 20.
Alright, that's dead. Boop.
Damage on the second, that's 20 again.
Dead.
Damage on the third, that's 18.
18, so that's 9. That is enough to kill it. Boop.
And less, that's 18.
And again, you rolled high enough.
Alright.
So,
Smack.
well done. We can now pause the battle music and get back to background stiff.
And I have to admit, I muted the battle music and just started playing Clendathu Drop on the in the background.
God damn it.
Acceptable. Ugh. That was annoying.
Let's keep moving before there's more of them.
I'd rather not run into those again. Their numbers know no end.
Their numbers know no end, brother.
As we're doing this, I'm actually going to put my pistol and shotgun back in their holsters and actually grab my power fist.
Alrighty. So, over here, you can see that there is a newer tunnel that has broken through the cave wall. Oh, actually, I'm going to delete the last spiky bike. You can see that it leads through into a darker space where the walls appear to be made out of some black rock.
I'm
Is
gonna
it somewhat?
take my force sword and just start slicing through the rock itself
All right.
to try to clear an opening for us.
Right.
Is it similar to the stuff that was found on Aventine that the Obsidian Citadel is made of?
No, it is not. And as soon as Rosalina is able to break through the opening and get inside, she sees that she is in a perfectly symmetrical tunnel that leads from left to right. Not only that, but there is a glow that suffuses the sides of the walls with green glowing runes. Had you asked for a Sinisians test, I would have given you a bonus for being this far down.
Oh.
You would have made that.
Yep.
Well, do you want to?
Yes, I do. So, you get a feeling that there's something here. Something so ancient that it has been here since before good and evil were concepts.
That's pretty really ancient.
Could this
How ancient is forever?
Could this ancient life thing be 60 million years old conveniently?
God damn it.
Well, I wouldn't say.
I'm gonna mark the floor with an arrow.
Into which direction you're going?
Yep.
Alright. As you mark the floor of this ominous-looking tunnel, you set off in the direction, and we will continue next week.
Into the darkest dungeon.
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Indeed
Sure, it's
it is.
fast and brutal.
Yeah, like if you just yeet yourself into a minefield, it's not going to be slow and insidious.
Slow and insidious. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below, and check out the other episodes. There is a ton of episodes of Dark Heresy as we come to the climax of this series.
A metric buttload of episodes, if you will.
Yeah.
At least this many.
That's a lot. Anyway, guys, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.